Hello everyone. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. All right, so one of the reasons why I haven't done a video in a while is because I've been observing a lot. Out in nature, I've been observing the skies like all the time. Whenever I have a chance, I'm looking at the sky. And one of the reasons for this is because I don't know, somewhere in the beginning of this month of September, something changed. And I don't know exactly when it happened, but there's definitely some changes going on, some amazing things actually. It just it's exciting, there's a lot of exciting things going on, and if you're not paying attention, you're totally gonna miss it. Like, some of you are so absorbed in your job and your relationships, and you're not paying attention to the amazing things that are going on right above your heads, and you're missing it. So that's kind of why I'm doing this video, because I really want to encourage you all to pay attention. I have been telling you all for a year now that we are about to go through a planetary shift. That doesn't mean it's going to happen at, snap of a finger, but it's going to happen over time. But at the same time, things are speeding up. And a lot of that is because some of the people that are in control of this planet are, what should I say, doing very inhumane things. And they're pushing control over the people. They're taking away their sovereign rights. And this has gone on long enough. No, I don't want to talk about the past. Like, I don't want to talk about politics and all that, because what's happening now is biblical. It goes back to the biblical times. It goes back to way before then. Now, some people who are Christian may have a hard time understanding what's really going on. They have been told only a little bit of some things in the Bible, but there's a lot of truths that have been hidden from us and from out of the Bible. The original texts of our history were in the Sumerian texts out of Egypt. And these texts, scrolls, whatever, contained our true history. Why do you think the Library of Alexandria was destroyed? There was a purpose for it, because they didn't want humanity to know or remember where they came from. Now, part of what's happening does line up with the Egyptian gods. And there is a creator source. Yes, there is a one God, but the Egyptian gods are higher dimensional beings that once were here ruling over us. They had enslaved us at one point when they created us. The Annunaki. They were the ones who created the human race. They came here thousands of years ago to mine on our planet. They mined our planet for things that they needed. They come from there's a debate whether it's a planet or whether this planet is kind of like a Death Star. It's a planet that looks like a ship, and there's ships within this ship. Like they have thousands and thousands of ships. And this planet supposedly that they're on comes around every so many thousands of years into our solar system. The media is calling it the 9th planet. They're giving it a different name now instead of Planet X. So there's many names for it. Nibiru, Planet X. In the Bible, it might be Wormwood. So I've been kind of meditating on and learning a lot about the history of the Anunnaki. Now, I'd heard of them years ago, but to really really dive deep into the entangled history of them. Now, if you go back to the hieroglyphs and all the drawings in Egypt, and the reason why they looked part human, part animal is because the people, if they drew them in their true form, they would murder the people. You could be killed for drawing them in their true form. And that is why there's not many of them that look like this and in their true form. There have been some that have been discovered, and they made the connection to some of the, the hieroglyphs and drawings that are in some of the temples and the pyramids. So what I'm getting at is this return of this planet, I believe, because I've seen it. I've seen it in other people's videos and pictures. I believe I have captured it myself. It is returned. And it comes behind our sun. It comes from, now I even learned this a long time ago. It comes from behind our sun into our solar system. It from behind it. So we can't see it right away, especially if the sun is glaring and bright. We can't see it. And right now, the sun has been, for the past 2 weeks or so, the sun has been bright, very, very bright. If you haven't noticed that, I don't know, you're living in a dungeon or something and you're not coming out. But the sun has been very, very bright, white, almost glaring. The sun has not been the same since the beginning. I mean, all summer long, okay, I woke up almost every morning to sun gaze and meditate. I meditated with the sun, and the energy was totally different than it is now. The energy right now, it has a different feeling to it. It's not evil, okay? Now, here's the thing with the Anunnaki. They created us, and they're here to remind us that. They are also here to make sure that this planet doesn't, let's say, go into, like, doesn't get destroyed. It's been many thousands of years since they've been here. And so in some ways, they're here to put us in our place, but not in a way that is necessarily evil. I don't feel that they're evil. There's a lot of fear being spread about the Anunnaki. If you have fear of the Anunnaki, then obviously you have something that is triggering you about their return, which means that you have some karma or some attachments that you need to clear to get rid of this fear before it's too late. Because the reason why I say before it's too late is because they are on their way to returning, And when they return, they already know. The way I feel, not just feel, but from an experience I had a couple weeks ago in the night, I had a visitor, which was very interesting, and I actually saw the shadow with my own eyes. I just felt like whatever this being was not evil. I did not sense any evil with it, but it was observing me. And I felt that it was when I was sleeping, I was in deep sleep. Suddenly I woke up and when I woke up, my screen door, because I have a patio door in my bedroom, my screen door rattled, and then I have a wind chime that's right by my patio door, and that shook. So something was out on my deck. I am on the second floor of my house. Okay. And something was out on my deck, and then I saw a shadow because there's a street light that's in front of my house, and I saw the shadow receding towards that street light of something. It was a tall being. And I remember sitting there staring at him like, oh my God, something's out there. And I saw it like the shadow just receding, going towards the street light. And I stood up, I got out of bed, and I went to look outside, and I tried to observe the energy that was there to see if it was, bad or good. I felt very neutral. Like I didn't feel anything good. Like it wasn't like a like omnipotent feeling. It wasn't anything blissful. It wasn't anything negative either. It was very neutral. So watch my time. So it was very neutral feeling, and I knew it was observing me. It had no intent of harming me. I think I startled it when I woke up because I know it was observing whatever I was dreaming about. And actually at that time what I was dreaming was a very karmic situation that I was trying to work out in my dream. It worked out, by the way. So basically these beings have been observing us for the past month, since they've actually come into our solar system about a month ago. And they have been observing us. They also use technology. They've been observing our computers, our laptops, our cell phones, everything. They know. You cannot hide from them. Okay, so when you come like me, you can't hide from me. I know. I can read someone like a book, and it scares some people. I mean, I don't want to scare people, but I can read you. I know whether you're a murderer. I know whether you're a child molester. I know whether, you have evil intentions towards somebody or anybody, or I know if you're feeling a lot of pain and hurt, and I can feel everything, and I also see things in my mind. I can see your past. I can see some of your future if you want. I mean, I really don't try to read people like I'm going to read everybody that's in this room right now. I don't do that because I appreciate privacy. But if someone is in my life and they are causing problems, or like if I have a friend who's dealing with a certain person that is hurting them, I will read that person and I will tell them, this is what's going on. You need to be careful. I feel I've been given this, you can call it a gift, but anybody can have this gift. Everybody can be empathic. Everybody can be telepathic. They just have to learn how to tap into and open their third eye. That's all it is. Okay, we're all beings of energy. Okay, energy of light, if you choose that, or energy of dark if you want to wreak havoc. We all have a role to play. But let me tell you, light always wins. So, where I'm going with all this, the Anunnaki have returned. And when they show themselves, which they are, and the government is, okay, the governments on our planet are frantic. They are scared of the Anunnaki. There's nothing they can do to stop them from coming. They have been trying to block the sun with all these clouds and harp every day, almost every day for almost this whole month. Not every once in a while we'll have a clear day, but it's rare. Okay. They've been trying to block the sun. Why is this? Why are they? There is weather manipulation, in which I'm going to show you what weather manipulative clouds look like, and I will show them to you because I have been documenting them on my cell phone all this month. And I'm going to take you back to the beginning, at the end of August, all the way up until now of things that I have captured. Okay, so it was the first week of, I think it was the week before school started, and I went to my favorite place to meditate because I knew my days of meditating were going to get shorter because, school starting and my schedule getting crazier. So I've been sun gazing, all summer, and like I said, and do you know that the sun has codes and light codes that upgrade your DNA? Ever since I started sun gazing, my skin has changed. It used to be really dry, and my hands started kind of getting a little wrinkly. I barely put lotion on them now. I don't put lotion on maybe once in a great. I have hard water. Okay, I even have hard water, and I rarely have to put lotion on myself now. My skin is, I know it sounds crazy. It's sparkly. It's satin. It feels like almost satiny. Like it's amazing. Like my skin did not look like this. I never put lotion on my hands, and it used to not look like this. Okay. And you can't tell really, but it's even my arms, like, look how shiny that is. My skin is dry. There's nothing, there's, I have no lotion. I have no oil. Like, it's dry because I took a shower just the other day, and I have naturally I have dry skin. All right. So, but, my skin is changing. My DNA is changing. The sun gazing has done this. Also meditating and being in positive energy and connecting to source and loving yourself can change your body. It can change your reality. It can change who you are as a person. You can, once you open your heart and you forgive yourself, a lot can happen for you. Amazing things. So anyways, going back to the light code, I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if I can flip this over. Oh, I can't. Okay, so I'm hoping that I could show you here. All right, you see? There we go. You see the light codes there. The rainbows and all the different colors, and it almost looks like a grid, right? Those are the light codes. Those are the light codes that change us and change our DNA and give us the energy that we need. As light, they energize your light body. I hope you guys can see this because it's really difficult. So anyway, I'm hoping that this works. I'm trying a new setup. All right, so the next thing I want to show is how the sun has been changing. So the first week of school, I took this photo the first week of September. And I noticed the sun was looking really strange. Now I know that there's clouds over it. There's a cloud overlay. But let me turn this around. But if you can look here, look how squiggly that is. Now it could be the clouds overlaid in front of the sun. It was a very, very hazy day, and I felt that they were spraying a lot of chemicals. They've been spraying a lot of chemicals. Why do you think people have had severe allergy type symptoms? Strep throat, just like out of the blue. I never have allergies, and I've been having allergies. Like, that's, people have been getting sick, like strange symptoms, and they've been throwing up and just for no reason. Like, they don't understand what's going on, but I kind of have an idea. I think that the higher up, a lot of our schools are not masking, and I think they've been spraying heavily in this area because they want people to mask up. It's about control. They want the kids masked up so that they are put in a state of obedience, right? Okay, so anyway, back to that one. So several weeks ago, I was out on my deck after I got home from work, and I felt like something was just telling me, go outside and meditate, go out on the deck and meditate. And I was hearing this from my soul family. My soul family, they are Arcturian, and they are a ninth dimensional and higher type of extraterrestrial being, and very almost angelic. They are on the path of being. They're the closest to the angelic realm. Okay, angelic realm is beyond 11D. Okay, so I was hearing from them to go outside and meditate. They said we are here, we are nearby. You know, they were. I was singing in my head, you know, we are here, we're nearby. Go outside. So I was like, okay. So I did. I went out on the deck, and I was watching the clouds. I was looking up at the sky. The sun was starting to go down behind the house, and I saw these odd shapes in the clouds, and I was like, what is that? It was like, you know how in movies, sci-fi movies, you see like almost like a force field around, you know, a ship or a spaceship or something, and you know it's like some protective thing like that they have, right? So I was seeing this. They cloak behind the clouds a lot, okay? And I was seeing that watery type of substance, you know, around through the clouds and around this object that was moving through the clouds, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that them? Like, it surprised me because I didn't really think I would see it, you know, because I've been asking for them to show me. I wanted to see their ship. So for weeks I've been asking. And finally, this massive ship was going over Hartford, and I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, I know what I'm seeing. It's hard to capture it on my camera, on my phone, from what you could see and what the camera actually captures. It could get some of it, but this is the best I could get. And I have arrows to kind of show where, there we go, where you can kind of see the outline of it. Now, I'm going to zoom in here now that I have it on my laptop. And you can see like what is this? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so the ship was shaped like this. They cloaked behind the clouds. Now that force field I was seeing, it was like within here, and I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. I hope you are. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so let me zoom in here. Oh my gosh, look at. You guys see that? You guys see that? It looks like, look at. It's almost like they're peering out of a window. There's a window right there. You guys see that? I just saw this for the first time. Oh my gosh, look at there's one of them right there. And they are white. They have a white skin. They're white skinned and they're very tall, probably like 8 to 9 feet tall. And they sometimes have a blue tone undertone. Anyway, oh my gosh. That is amazing. Wow. Okay, I almost want to crop it right here. So I can, oh my gosh. That's so cool that I just seen that now with you doing this video. Wow. Okay, so this is so cool. I'm so excited, you guys. This is amazing. Oh my god. Okay, so if you're not sold on that, yeah, I don't know what else I can show you that doesn't prove that, you know, ETs are here, whether you want to believe it or not. All right. So, oh my gosh. So here's a picture I got. You can kind of see the force field that they were using in this picture. It's right along here. See? This is the force field. I actually only got it because the sun was bouncing on it. And where the tip of the ship is like over here. Okay, and so here's where the force field was. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited over that what I just saw. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. So now I want to go into, because I want to keep this moving. Oh. Okay, so a week later, I was seeing some other crazy stuff in the sky. And, or was this just the next day? I think this was the next day. Or several days later. I was driving, I'm going to zoom in on it now that I have it on the laptop. But I was driving to one of the schools. One of my schools gets out early once a month, you know, because of COVID, so that they can clean the building like thoroughly. They get out early, and I was driving to the school, just like in the middle of the day, like noon. Yeah, high noon. And I'm like, why? There's a cloud that was in the shape of a rectangle, like perfect, almost perfect rectangle. And I'm like, what is, that's not a normal cloud. What is that? Right? So here, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so here's the rectangle cloud. You guys see it? Like, that is not a cloud. They're trying to hide it. You know, they're trying to hide it. So then, but then you're like, what is this over here? So I'm going to zoom in now and try and get a better look at it. Doesn't that look like something else? That is not natural. Oh my gosh, and then what's this black thing here? I mean, it could be a bird, but what if that's a UFO? I mean, we don't know. Okay, so this is not natural. This is something else. I just can't. And I watched it. I mean, it took me, I watched it for about a good half hour and it did not move. It didn't move in the sky. Clouds would come around it and over it, but this object did not move. And then I don't know what this is. Like, what is that? It has to do something with this, right? It has to be linked to it somehow. I don't know. And it almost looks like it's purposely blurred. Right? It probably has a force field around it. Like, I don't know what else. Okay, so then there's more to this. Although I wasn't able to get a picture of it because I was driving and I was also running a little late. So I was in a hurry. And I happened to be able to snap this only because I was stopped at a stop sign or stoplight. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to grab this, take a quick picture. So anyways, let me go. Okay. Here is, I parked at the school and it's still there. Oh, it's not as good of a picture, but it's still there. Oh my gosh, what's that? Now, did I take this? Yeah, I was outside the bus when I took the, no, I wasn't. I was inside the bus. Dang it. So there's crap on the window. I'm sorry about that. So, but see, it's still there. Different clouds and all that. The other thing that was there is kind of hidden, but I think it still might be there. But look at it. It's still there. Oh my gosh, almost like a smiley face right here. So, okay, so while I was driving, this area right here, see where my pointer is? It had opened up into a perfect square within that block, and I could see right through it to the other clouds. Like, it was perfectly square. And I was like, what? What is going on? I was like, it has a window now. And then when I got closer to the school, I looked again and it closed up. It closed up completely, almost. I mean, it almost looks like this might just be clouds that are passing in front of it. So, but it opened up to a perfect square, like a perfect window, and then like it closed up again. I was like, "Oh my gosh, what the heck is that?" Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I don't know. So that was something pretty crazy. All right. So then let me go to this one. Okay. So this one, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm hoping. Yeah. Okay. I'm hoping you all could see this. Like, I thought this was a really strange pattern. Like, it didn't look normal. Like, something, I'm like, there's something there. This is at the high school. I was parked waiting for the high schoolers to come out. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I don't have the perfect setup here. I don't have like some studio. Okay. So, look at that. There's a ship right here. It's so obvious. There's a ship right there. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's a bird. Okay. But like, yeah, I mean, to me, that looks like there's a ship. I don't know. To you? I mean, what does it look like? That doesn't. So they've been here for like almost a month now, okay? And they've been hiding behind clouds. All right, so let me see. Here's a inverted. Here's the same picture. Oh, I wonder if I can get that one again. The window. Oh, you could almost get it. But no, this is a okay. This is I just messed around with the filters with this one. The one that appeared above my house, right? So okay, let's go over here. I want to see it. Oh, you can almost make it out. It shows up better than the other one. Yeah. So they're here, you guys. What? Look at that. That's part of a ship. Right? I mean, I can't get zoom in anymore. Oh my gosh. You could see part of the ship there. This is so amazing, you guys. Okay, so this is where we saw them. This ship is massive. It is so huge. I don't know if you can see anymore, but oh my gosh. I mean, I'm just so ecstatic about this. Okay, so let me go to... Okay, so I've been talking about... Oh yeah, the second night. Okay, all right, so let me show you guys this one. This is one that I took just a week or two ago. Okay, you guys can see that, all right? All right, so my hair. All right, so I took this from my window in my house. And I thought, it was like, the sun is so freaking bright. I'm going to try and take a picture of it, right? So, I don't, like, okay, so this is, I mean, I already cropped it a little bit on my phone. So, it might be a little pixelated. But, the sun, this is, look at this. The source of this light is not from this. It's not. Otherwise, you know, if this was our sun, okay, this light would be over here. But it's not. Our sun is right here. So what is this? Now, okay, there's rumors that and actually I was shown in a vision this morning. The sun is being used as a portal to bring these the Annunaki into our atmosphere, into our reality. Okay, this is why partially why the sun has been so bright. And we've also been having solar flares, huge solar flares. And the reason for this, I think, is because they are messing with the sun. They're using the sun. And that's why there's all these high solar flares going on right now. So this could be Nibiru right here. Planet X, Planet 9, whatever the heck you want to call it. Now I thought this was kind of strange right here, but you know, I think it's just a pixelated cloud. I don't think it really is anything, but I thought it is strange. Why is this dark, but everything else is light? You know what I mean? Everything else is bright. This is the sun. So how did this get dark? How is this dark in front of all this bright light? What is that? That doesn't look natural, right? Or is it because it's a cloud that's closer? You know, lower in the... Now isn't this funny? This looks like a frog right here. You see? Ribbit. It looks like a frog. There's so many interesting things going on here. Like the clouds can... Here's the thing. People are like, you guys are just seeing what you want to see out of the clouds. Let me tell you something. Clouds contain water, right? Water and energy is able to manipulate water. If there are higher beings up there and they want to show us a message, they can use the clouds to show us a message. You know? They can transform that energy in that cloud and show us things. All right, so let me go. Here's one of the sun. I did a morning meditation. I think this is from last weekend. Like, look at that's insane. Like, I understand we had this low hazy clouds over us, and we've been having a lot of fog. Okay, but look at how, this is sunrise. Usually it's not that bright, even at this height. Like, it's just, I don't know. Oops, no. So let me go to another one. Look at this one. What is that? Is that a plane? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Okay, so let's go to this one. Why did I take this picture? I think I took it because I wanted to show people like what are chemtrails, but I also want to talk about these other elementals. They're called sylphs, okay, and they're air elementals. Just like we have water spirits, we have fire spirits, air spirits. These are air spirits. I'll show you about them in a little bit. Oh, there's another one I wanted to pull off my phone. Oh, I need to show you guys. But anyway, okay, so HARP, HAARP. They mess with our weather. These are Harp Clouds. Let me see if I can brighten. I can't brighten my screen anymore. But these are Harp Clouds. And Harp Clouds tend to look like this. These are fake. They're not, they're man manipulated, machine manipulated. And these are chemicals that are coming out of the clouds. They've been spraying us with these chemicals. They want to make us sick. Why? And here they are trying to block the sun. It's just... Okay, I can go on and on about that. But here's some more. These are Harp Clouds. Like, this is not natural at all. I wasn't driving. Someone else was driving when I took this picture. This is not natural, you guys. And then I had posted this in a group, and somebody's like, oh my gosh, I just saw, the same kind of thing in my area, and I thought it was so strange. I'm like, because it's not real. It's not natural. Okay, so let's go into sylphs. Sylphs are air elementals. SYLPH. That's how you spell them. Okay. This is a sylph. They are able to manipulate the air and clouds. And what they've been doing lately, they have been attacking, going after the chemtrails. And they have really been trying to show us that they are here, right? What does that look like to you? That looks like some kind of mythical creature. They've been trying to show us that they're here. They don't want us to be... They want us to have hope, They want us to have hope. Like this one. Look at this one. This looks so comical. And look at how... They're lighthearted. They're fun. Look. And this was when we had a lot of chemtrails in our sky, and I was actually praying for them to come. I was asking them, I'm like, we need the sylphs, we need the angels, we need them to clear up these chemtrails. And I was stopped at one of the schools waiting for the kids to come out, and I was seeing all these fun shapes, and I'm like, what? Look, this one. He looks almost like an alligator or something, right? It's like, oh, we're gonna go after these chemtrails. We're gonna chew them up, right? And so then what happens is these chemtrails, they dissipate. They just break up, and they disappear. Here's some more, and I'll show you some that showed up yesterday. Here is, I believe there was an angel in the cloud. Right over here. See where my pointer is. Zoom in over here. Like but okay, so the sun was in the opposite direction. It was not even, the sun was not even over here in this area. And I was like, where is this light coming from? And why is it just this one little area? Like, okay, so if we zoom in, look at that. Can you guys see this? It almost looks like someone is it's like a horse. Look at that. Okay, so here you can see someone riding a horse, and here's the horse head. And then here is the back of the horse and the tail. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I mean, that is just amazing. Oh, they're so... I mean, you guys need to be paying attention to the skies. You're not. So many people are looking at their phones. Wait, what was this one? Oh yeah, more squares. Okay, so I captured this the other day. Look at this. Why is this just cut off like that? It's weird. It's not natural. And then here's more rectangles. More. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this a ship? Another ship. What? Because look at this. What? This right here. So amazing. I mean, I don't know what that is, but there's something there. I mean, it's just so amazing. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so here, okay, the other day, this is the day that I was capturing all these fun shapes, right? All right, you guys see? Okay, and then this monster showed up. Okay, this is during my route after I was seeing all those fun shapes in the sky from the sylphs. And I was like, what? That thing. It just came out of nowhere. And even after I took this picture, it had like 8 legs. Like it was trying to be this big tarantula or spider. And the sun right behind it, and you can see it's piercing it. It's trying to dissipate these chemicals that are this black cloud. Like, what is that? It doesn't look natural, you guys. It doesn't. What? I'm trying to get over here. Like, look at this. Now, people have said we have plasma in our skies, okay? And there's a plasma war going on because our veil is thinning. And so because the veils between 4D, 3D, 4D, are stripping apart, we're seeing all kinds of phenomena happening, okay? Now, I just could not believe. I snapped it while I stopped in my row and I took this picture. I had to. And I was like, that was just creepy. Okay, so then the light was just beaming down on it. And then I saw all the sylphs attacking it. And it just disappeared within minutes. It just all dissipated. There was no more dark stuff anymore. Like, I don't know what happened to it. They killed it, which was awesome. All right. So here's another image of the sun that I did just the other day. I really zoomed in and it's really sharp. I was like, there's all these clouds. They're trying to block the sun. And here, what is sticking out of here? What is this? I don't know. Like, what? I don't know if that's a cloud or if that's a chemtrail, but it doesn't look right. It's something, I don't know what that is. All right, so this was yesterday. I could not believe. Okay, look at all the chemtrails or contrails. Some of them are contrails, but look at, they're chemtrails. Okay, when they have this crap right here. It's dark. This dark mist that comes down. That's chemicals. And you see them coming down from the clouds. That's bad stuff, okay? All kinds of lithium and, mercury, all kinds of bad stuff. Oh, here, there's a little rainbow over here. Because the reason, and you see the rainbows because the sun reflects on them, and the rainbows actually are from the chemicals that are being sprayed. Okay. So I saw this yesterday morning, and I was like, oh my gosh. I started calling on the sylphs again. It's like, you guys need to come back. They're attacking us again, right? So I did that. Here's another picture. I kind of inverted. I used a filter on it just for fun, just to see if I could catch anything. And then this is midday yesterday. Look at all the sylphs. Oh my gosh. They went to work. It was so exciting to see. This is from my camera. That is nothing. It's just a glare from the camera. So look at that. These are all the sylphs. They're coming in. And here they're soaking up the sun. They also take energy from the sun too. So I was just like, oh my gosh, they're here. This was inside the bus. But I just could not. I was so excited. I was like, they're here. They're going to work. Okay. Oh, here's a better picture. Look at that. These are the sylphs. They're doing their job. When you see these wispy type of, and sometimes they will take shape. They will look like an angel or a horse or some kind of mythical creature. And sometimes they just look like this. They're trying to they're just going after that chemtrail. There is an image on my phone that I had actually copied from someone else that shows a clear picture of how the sylphs are, attack chemtrail. So this was this morning, I think. Yeah, this was this morning I took picture. Like, look, I wanted to zoom in here. Look, it's so bright. It won't even show this line, the electrical line, because it's so bright. I was hoping I could maybe capture something with the sun. But, it's just so freaking bright. Okay, so I have also been following this gal on YouTube. And she captures all kinds of phenomena. Her name is Gina Marie something. And she's pretty cool. And she has been monitoring the sun, our sun, right? And while she was doing a live feed the other day, and while we were, the live audience. She was with the live audience, and we were looking at this all together with her, and she saw this. All of a sudden, we saw something really, really strange. So she paused it, and I had to take a picture of it with my phone because I wanted to document it. So I was watching it on, on my laptop, so it's kind of hard to see, but this is in the sun. Look at this. What is this? This is not natural. It's some kind of grid thing. And it even goes down into here. Like, this is not natural. What is that? It almost looks like a snake skin, right? Now, no, it's not a very good picture because the screen, because I took a picture of the screen on my laptop, it has this grid thing over it, but okay, I'll get over to this in a second, but look at this. This right here. That looks like a snake. And then this thing over here. What does this look like? And looks like there's a woman or something down here. What is he holding? Is that another being, or is he holding something? But this clearly, to me, looks like, like a hooded figure, or is that a reptilian? One of the Anunnakis. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, I don't know if it's a reptilian. The Anunnakis, they're not all reptilian, maybe some of them, but they're not all one race. I don't believe. But look at that. It showed up at the same time that this thing did. Over here. I'm going to go back to the other picture. This one's better. Look at this. It showed up at the same time as this thing. That is not natural. Not when you got a perfectly gridded, that looks like snake skin, does it not? What else could it be? I don't know. But, look at this. Ooh, wait, what's this? That looks like something. Unless it's just, from the sun. I don't know. But wow. See, you guys, they're using the sun. The sun, I don't know. They say that the sun is not necessarily really hot. The sun isn't really hot. But I don't know about that. Because we feel heat from it, right? Curious as to what's going on now. I'm always looking at the sky. But yeah, it's amazing things, right? So if you want to think about that hooded, cloaked figure, I mean, it looks like that to me. And then it looks like a snake or something. A lot of these sun flares are causing these volcanic eruptions. Okay. Now, in the book, and if you want to go to the book of Revelations in the Bible, it talks about, you know, the end times. It's not really the end. It's actually the end, the new beginning. It's almost like a rebirth process that our planet is going through and about to go through some more. It's gonna get crazy. It's an amazing time to be alive. And there's, you know, if you want to live in fear and be fearful, that's your choice. But, you know, I think a lot of people are really going to be tested in their faith. A lot of religious people who, it's easy to have faith when you're not challenged. It's easy to have faith when you don't really see miracles every day. Like, or you see a miracle, but I've seen miracles that many people haven't, you know, and I don't know, it's just, I think a lot of people that are religious are going to be blown away. And I don't think they are really expecting extraterrestrials to be part of this. And not all extraterrestrials are demonic. They think there's this, oh no, they're the demons. Some of them, you know, I guess you could see some of them that way. But demons are an entirely different, I mean, I didn't want to say spiritual, but they are an entirely different type of interdimensional being. They're not the same as an extraterrestrial. An extraterrestrial is a soul in a body. Okay? A soul that's on an evolution path, an ascension path. They are on their own soul evolution. In an avatar. That's what an extraterrestrial is. Now, and there's higher dimensions, lower dimension. How low do you want to be? How high do you want to go? That is your choice. We are not to judge one another on one another's path. That is up to God, the source, to judge. All will be seen. You cannot hide from God.